Hi guys, Al DeMarco here. Happy Labor Day to you. This is going to be your Monday video report. I'll tell you, I remember as a kid, I guess it was back in the 70s, Labor Day. The best part about Labor Day was spending the weekend at my grandmother's house. And Philadelphia, I was living outside the Philadelphia area at the time. The Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates used to play at 10 a.m. in the morning, baseball game. And that was really cool because, you know, back in those days, there wasn't cable TV, there wasn't satellite TV, there wasn't anything to watch unless you wanted to watch soap operas or game shows or public television on the 7 TV channels that were available back in those days. So to watch baseball at 10 o'clock in the morning, that was really cool. How times have certainly changed. One thing that I've said repeatedly, and it bears repeating again today after what happened yesterday, this gambling bit that we all participate in, the one thing that is guaranteed, the only thing that is guaranteed is that the breaks ultimately even out over the long run. Now when the breaks are going against you, guaranteed you don't think they will ever swing around and go your way. But I'm telling you, after 25 years, the breaks always even out. Case in point, yesterday, I mean, did you watch that Tulsa, East Carolina game? You know I had a 2-team teaser. Tulsa and Texas Tech in the teaser. So in the opening game, Tulsa, East Carolina, 33-yard Hail Mary pass. Everybody jumping forward in the end zone. The East Carolina receiver brings it down. East Carolina wins the game. Kills me on the teaser. What are you going to do? It's one of those things. I mean, seriously, what are you going to do? As I tell you, I don't celebrate wins. I do not lament losses. So many guys in this business do. They lose focus. They don't handicap with clarity. It affects the way they release plays. It affects the way they wager on games. It is worthless. Game, set, and match. It's over with. Yeah, you know, when the East Carolina guy threw it up, I'm thinking it doesn't have a prayer. Then again, that's why they call it a Hail Mary pass. And when he took it down, oh, I had a particular F word that came through my mind, but hey, again, what are you going to do? I mean, I've won 8 straight football seasons. If you think that getting off to a 3-4 start in college football and being down 13 dimes or 13 and a half dimes after the opening week, if you think that has me worried, you are watching the wrong guy because there's a reason I've won 8 straight football seasons. I'm just that confident. I mean, and guaranteed, the breaks will go the other way. And that's how the cookie crumbles in this business. Let me break down both of your college football games before getting to your free pick, which is going to be on Arizona, San Francisco. The first game is Navy and Maryland, that one being played in Baltimore. You know, Navy, again, another very strong year last year, going 10-4 straight up, having 12 returning starters, none more important than quarterback Ricky Dobbs, who leads that option attack. And remember, this is a Navy team that also beat a pretty decent Missouri team last year in the Texas Bowl. The one place that Navy is lacking in terms of starters returning in depth is at the linebacker position. They basically had to rebuild their whole linebacking core. Now, that could come into play today against this Maryland attack because Maryland, they have a quarterback, Jamil Robinson, who is a dual threat runner and passer. And then they have a couple of pretty good running backs, Jarrell Scott and Davin Maggette. So, you know, Maryland's obviously going to try to press the attack and take advantage of that deficiency for Navy. Now, in this game, Navy is currently about a 6-point choice. Now, as you know, the Terrapins did not have a good year last year, 2-10 straight up, and Ralph Friedgen, their head coach, he is on the hot seat for sure. The Terrapins 3-11 straight up, 4-10 ATS on artificial turf since 2003. Some say it's an advantage that they've had the whole month of August to prepare for Navy's triple option attack. And they have no look-ahead game with just lowly Morgan State next up on their schedule. But I'm telling you, every time I've heard somebody say that over the last 25 years, it never bears weight. Because if it was that easy to prepare for any team that runs an option attack, more teams would have success at stopping it. And do you think that Ralph Friedgen said, hey guys, let's spend the entire month of August practice just so we can win that first game and stop the option attack? No. That's not how it goes in coaching. So I just don't know where they come up with this BS. It just sounds good. That's the reality of the situation. Friedgen, 0-5 against the spread in his last 5 line openers. Navy 8-4 ATS against the ACC. Just 1-4, however, against the odds makers as a road chalk the last couple of years. in this game. I got to be honest with you, I have no clue. No clue. These are two programs that I never really had much success with, other than when Navy plays Air Force and Army. I lean a little bit towards Maryland, but I want to bet this game if you paid me. The other game, of course, is the biggie. Virginia Tech and Boise State. The build-up has been going on for weeks. Personally, I think this is just one of those games that is too close to call. That's why this line has been hovering near Pick'em, and it's one of those games that instead you simply watch on TV. Listen, Virginia Tech comes in here. Do not underestimate the Hokies. They're going to have the home crowd, obviously, based out of Blacksburg, Virginia. This game being played at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They have a very underrated offense, I believe. Now, I've never been a fan of their quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. However, you know who was 5th in the nation in passing efficiency last year? Taylor. And boy, he can run the ball as well, and they've got two very good running backs. You know, last year they lost Darren Evans, who had run for over 1,200 yards the year prior to a torn ACL. He's back this year. And Ryan Williams, who stepped in for Evans last year, 6 games over 100 yards, running for over 1,000 on the season. That's called a powerhouse backfield, guys. Now, Boise, last year, against good teams that ran the ball. Remember in their opener against Oregon, against Michael James and LeGarrette Blount, held them to 17 yards total. Held TCU, the nation's 5th best running team, just 36 yards in the Fiesta Bowl. But you can run on this team. Remember what Fresno State did in that barn burner shootout against them last year. Ryan Matthews, now with the San Diego Chargers, ran for 234 of Fresno's 320 yards against Boise in that game. Boise, of course, has Kellen Moore back at quarterback, 39-3 straight up as a starter. They also have 20 starters back. Virginia Tech, only 4 starters back on defense. Chris Peterson, the Boise coach, only 49-4 straight up during his tenure there in Idaho. But Virginia Tech has won 10 or more games 6 years in a row. Virginia Tech 48-26-2 against a spread of a dog of more than 1 point under Frank Beamer. Tech lost last year's opener to Alabama. They can't afford to lose this one. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. I think Virginia Tech is the play, but again, I'm just more curious to watch this game to see how it plays out. Your free pick, yesterday it was a winner with the Washington Nationals. Today, I'm going to go with the Arizona Diamondbacks with Ian Kennedy. I backed him in his last couple of starts over the Giants and the rookie Madison Bumgarner. Of course, the Giants have traveling, played last night against the Dodgers, now traveling to Phoenix for this game. Giants have certainly cut into their deficit in the NL West. They trailed the Padres by 6 on August 28th. Now they're only 1 game back because the Padres have lost 10 in a row. San Francisco has won 4 straight on the road, and they're on a 21-9 run in this series, including 10 out of 15 at Chase Field. But the Diamondbacks did take 2 out of 3 at AT&T Park in San Fran in late August, part of a 7-1 stretch. They were on until losing back-to-back 1-run games to the Astros at home this weekend. Ian Kennedy, 2.77 earned run average in his last 4 starts, a 3.05 ERA, and 3 starts versus the Giants this year. The Diamondbacks have won his last 5 starts. I'm going to go with Arizona as your freebie today. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday.